I'm back with big news coming out of Grimsby Town as we speak. Not long ago, there's been another deal signed, and I say it's a big one, as David Artell has signed a contract extension to keep him at the club. He signs until 2028, so it's a 3-year extension, a 3-year deal extension for head coach David Artell, and the Mariners had put it out just over half an hour ago, where they said it like this: Grimsby Town Football Club are delighted to announce that men's first team head coach David Artell has signed a new contract that will see him remain at Blundell Park until 2028. The 44-year-old joined the Mariners back in November of 2023 and went on to steer the team to safety in his first season, finishing in 21st place in the table. Last season, Artell and his side continued to impress, playing with a clear footballing identity and style. Town narrowly missed out on the playoff place on the final day of the season, finishing in 9th position. Artell guided the team to the joint second most away wins in the division with 10 memorable victories on the road last season, including statement victories against league winners Doncaster and playoff winners Wimbledon. On signing a new deal with the club, Artell said, "I'm absolutely delighted on a personal level. I'm grateful to the owners for showing faith in the work we're doing. We've made great progress, and I hope we can continue this positive trajectory into the new season and beyond." Mariners CEO Polly Bancroft has said, "We are thrilled that David has committed to the club for the next 3 years. He's a head coach we enjoy working with, and the club has made clear strides under his leadership. We're all excited about what the future holds with David leading the team." And of course, David is proudly sponsored by DH Tuck for the upcoming season. Congratulations, David. Yes, I will echo those sentiments. Congratulations, David. And it shows commitment by the club, really, and how they feel his job has been for the last 3 years. Well, last 2 years, pretty much. 18 months, 2 years. David Artell came in and we were shocking defensively, even under David in that spell when he came in after Borhurst left. We were dreadful. One thing I have to give David Artell credit for is when he knew that his style wasn't working at the time, he worked it out a different way, which I do give him a lot of appreciation for. But this 3-year deal extension that David has signed is a sign of commitment from the club and for David as well. I think, a lot of the fans are starting to believe in what Artell is doing. I think it's, I have to admit, we've done nothing but improve so far, and doing a good job, and obviously he's earned the extension. Now he's had that long extension, it's now about whether he can keep up the development. He's looks like brought in some decent players over the summer. There's a couple of standouts during the Clee game. Obviously just going to keep progressing over the time. I think next season is big for the club if we can improve on where we were. But there's no doubt David's made a big impact and a positive impact. I was one of these people that I will fully admit this, I didn't want David Artell in the first place. Never my choice, but obviously he was the owner's choice, and they felt like, it's funny to think, isn't it, really, that David Artell's only second head coach role. He's actually been around the game as a coach and obviously as a player before that for years, but we're only his second head coach role. And I'm going to say congratulations to David Artell. That says that he's obviously doing something right. Because to agree an extra 3 years, you have to do something right to do that. So there is commitment from both sides, from David and from the club, and we shall see how it goes. And I'm sure David loves the security that is going to be there with the 3 years. But as David will know, that those 3 years may be there, it's a results business. He knows it'll have to get results, but I'm impressed so far with his signings. I'm impressed with them, and obviously we'll see what comes out between now and the end of the window, including starting to really ramp up the pre-season program from tomorrow. So cracking news for the start of the season for the club. David Artell has signed a 3-year contract extension at the Mariners to hopefully keep on this, as David puts it, positive trajectory, which I have to be honest, we have been. It has been a positive trajectory, and hopefully things can only get better, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this season will bring with David in charge. Just please, David, please defend a little bit more, or at least a little bit better than we have been doing. I'm going to class that as my only real criticism. But David Artell signs a 3-year contract extension to stay with the Mariners to at least 2028. And so, good times heading into the Grimsby Borough friendly on Tuesday. But I thought this was just a bit too big to sort of not do a little video on. David Artell has got around about 34% win rate so far. In the 80 games he's played, he's won 27 of those. So he's got a good 33% win rate. And you could say, even though it has started, now the real work begins, because obviously committing for 3 years. We'll see what comes of that. But David Artell signed a new deal at Grimsby Town. Leave me your thoughts down below. Are you happy with that? I suppose you can only be happy when a manager signs a deal, and everyone seems fairly happy, what I've seen on social media. So onwards and upwards, as they say, for the Mariners. And I will be back with a review of the Grimsby Borough friendly on Tuesday. But do leave your comments down below on David Artell getting this new contract. What are your thoughts on it? And there could be a goalkeeper pretty close as well, maybe. Who knows? But let me know your thoughts on David Artell. And since he's starting a new contract, what's been the best game of football you've seen us play under Artell so far? Mine? You have to say the Notts County 5-5, haven't you, really, for anything? But I'm going to say probably the Carlisle win last year. I'm going to say the Carlisle win that started the 10-game 10 wins on the road. If we do something like that and can get the home form stronger, then there's no doubt we will be in and around the playoffs if that does happen. But once again, leave me your comments down below on that. And what is your favourite match so far under David Artell, or best performance you've seen under David Artell so far? So that's this video done. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think of this news that David Artell has signed a new contract with the Mariners. I've got nothing negative to say about that. And let me know, like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the bell button, that'll let you know when I upload some new content. And in the meantime, guys, up the Mariners. And, well, we really are David Artell's Black and White Army, aren't we? I'll see you guys after the game on Tuesday. I'll see you then. Up the Mariners, and like I said, we're David Artell's Black and White Army. I'll see you soon. Ta-da.